What a time to be alive. The Padres and Dodgers are tied atop the NL West with 42 games to play, and these two teams will collide at Dodger Stadium for the first of 6 over 10 days, beginning on Friday night. We'll see if the Padres can sweep the Giants before that. We'll see if the Angels can sweep the Dodgers before that. John and Jim with you. This is going to be maybe an all-timer in terms of the regular season for the wrap-up show. Make your way in. I'd love to see 1,000 people here at one time here tonight to talk about a Padres win, to talk about the dynamics playing out right now in the NL West, and just to react to it all. We need to start by reminding you, we need to get to 9,200 subscribers on this channel tonight. Please subscribe. We are here for you in season and out of season, good times and bad times. We'll be here for you. Subscribe to this channel, year-on content for Padres fans. Smash the like button for us. We need 1,000 likes on this video. You can follow us at X, at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We see the super chats. We'll be here as long as we need to. We're here for you tonight. We'll be here all night long. We'll get to every single super chat. If you support our work, if you support this channel, if you want to see your comment on screen, click the $ below the chat box. Everyone's getting a new emoji off the top because I saw 5 gifted memberships, I think, from Par 3's club. So we're just throwing something in. I don't think Bro Hearn is in there as of yet. Maybe it is. I don't think Merrill Madness is in there as of yet. We're throwing a new emoji in a moment.
Merrill Madness got to go in because he had a home run tonight.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't have it Iglesias one. But first things first, a 5-1 win. And the bullpen, I mean, it's the same old story, man. They get the timely hitting. The starting pitching improves. The bullpen has been elite. Dodgers lost multiple times today. Maybe MLB Network will tell you they won. But Padres and Dodgers are even in the NL West with 42 games to play. And we're going to react to it all here over the next hour.
Yeah. Shit's getting real, folks. Shit is getting real. At worst, the Padres will play at Dodger Stadium on Friday night, 1 game behind the Dodgers. At worst, at best, they'll play with the division lead over the Dodgers come Friday night. So that just sets up for an epic weekend at Dodger Stadium, because it won't be more than a game, and it could be tied, or Padres could be a game in front. Like, those are the 3 options right now heading into this weekend series. There's still a game tomorrow, and the Padres are looking to just put the Giants out of their misery tomorrow afternoon up at Oracle Park. And if and once they do that, they are just full steam ahead to Dodger Stadium. I mean, this second half Schulte stuff, I mean, how could you deny it anymore? I mean, it is as real as it gets with Mike Schulte and his ball clubs. I mean, his track record speaks for itself in the second half. We've said it before. Guy's a great manager, everything else withstanding. His second half runs, man, I mean, it's a real thing. It is a real thing. And now they're doing it for a second consecutive season. When, look, did we say we thought this team could go on a second half run like they did last year? We said, no, we don't think that. Glad they're proving us wrong right now. Still 42 games remaining, but so far you're 13-3 in your last 16 games. That's pretty freaking good.
I mean, spot on. I mean, this is how they started their season, right? I mean, they were 14-3 to start the year, and now they're 13-3 over their last 16 games. And man, it's hard to do something like this back-to-back years, right? I mean, the Padres had never gone 43-19 over any 62 games in the history of the franchise. That's how they closed last year. Like, let me say that again. They'd never gone 43-19. They'd never played at that winning percentage over 62 games. They did it last year. And now they got to go 22-20 to win 90 games. I mean, that's a low bar for this team, the way they're playing. I mean, they could certainly win 93 games, which is what they won last year in the regular season, and they could win more than that, truthfully. And we talked about it today. How many wins is it going to truly take to win the NL West? It's not going to be 98. It's not going to be 100. And the Padres are in prime position right now, and they have momentum, right? They have the momentum on their side. But man, things can change in an instant. So listen, I think it's a good time to be playing LA this weekend, the way the Padres are playing. That's why I would say it, not necessarily because the Dodgers are dealing with injuries, not playing well. It's because the Padres are playing well. So we'll see the first of 6 on Friday between the Padres and the Dodgers. Before that, we'll see if the Padres can take care of business against the Giants on Wednesday. But I mean, what is there not to like right now? If you are a Padres fan, there's nothing you could possibly be complaining about. And I go back to what I've been saying since the trade deadline. I'd be disappointed if they did not win this division. And as we sit here tonight, Jim, I'd be honestly, the way I'd feel like inside is like I'd be severely disappointed if the Padres did not win this division. Now, there's going to be ups and downs, still possibly, but you're not getting better opportunities than the one that is in front of you right now. And we'll see if the Padres can capitalize on this opportunity that's in front of them right now.
I mean, you have to have the most confidence in the world with this team right now, do you not? I mean, what's leading you to believe that they can't get the job done? I mean, they have transformed their season. I do think that AJ Preller, if I'm looking at who gets the credit for this, run here in the second half, to me, it's AJ Preller at the top. Then it's the players. I mean, Mike Schultz up there as well, but it's solely AJ Preller. Tonight wasn't like an AJ Preller win, but I mean, Nestor Cortez was out there and he gave you 4 2/3 innings of 1-run ball. Like, it's pretty good. He didn't use O'Hearn or Lariano tonight. I mean, Freddie Fermin, still, that's a upgrade in itself right there. But Mason Miller didn't get used. What the great thing is too, is you see it. Like, before the deadline, a 5-1 game, you're probably not pitching Robert Suarez tonight. You're probably trying to save him for tomorrow, right? And something wonky could happen in the 9th. But the luxury they have knowing, like, okay, Robert Suarez is going to get an off day tomorrow. And oh, by the way, Mason Miller is our closer tomorrow. Like, that is a crazy luxury to have if you're Mike Schultz. The weapons that you have to deploy in that bullpen. I mean, I know the Brewers are the best team in the National League, and they're just, ripping off wins after wins after wins. But at this moment in time, things could change. But at this moment in time, how could you not look at the Padres as one of the most scariest teams, or one of the scariest teams in the National League, if not the scariest team?
Yeah, like, honestly, we've reached the point where, like, one of my concerns, Jim, would be, and this is a good concern, we've reached the point where one of my concerns is peaking early. Like you're playing so incredibly well.
Yeah.
To maintain this level of play, something Milwaukee's done, for example. I mean, they're on this ridiculous run. Can they truly do this through October? I mean, you're asking so much to do that. Now, the good thing for the Padres is, like, there's still so much to play for in your division. There's no cruising here. This isn't one of those years where the Dodgers have a 19-game lead in the division and they're like playing for nothing. Like, that's not where the Padres are going to be. They'll probably have to fight tooth and nail, even with their play here recently, to win this division. I'm not expecting the Dodgers to be horrific down the stretch. I mean, I take it, but I'm not expecting the Dodgers to just go quietly into the night. At some point, they'll wake up. You hope it's not against San Diego. And if at some point they wake up, I would expect this to be a very good division race. But that's one of my concerns. But it's amazing, Jim. You watch a game like tonight. Here's what's amazing to me. The Padres consistently are able to get out of spots with inherited runners stranded. It's unbelievable. David Morgan comes on, first and third, 2 outs, gets out of it. Jason Adam comes on, bases loaded, 1 out, gets out of it unscathed. This is happening time and time again. So, like, they're put in tough spots. Like, a lot of teams are not getting out of those spots as clean as the Padres are consistently getting out of those spots. So the combination between the improved lineup, the improved rotation, the dominant bullpen, an improved bench, and, like, you have all the hopes in the world for this team is what I would say. But the problem is, and we've said this a lot here recently, is it's the 12th of August. So, like, yeah, you think you can reach the mountaintop, but you can't even get to the bottom of the mountain until, like, the 1st of October, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, like, there's just so much still in front of this team. And I hope we don't look back at some point later this year and be like, man, remember how they were playing in August? Like, if they only could have played that way a month or so later, they were the best team in baseball. And you're right, Milwaukee's right there as well. And there's other teams, but Seattle comes to mind as well. But, man, to your point, like, there's nothing to complain about. I mean, everything is pinch yourself is what's going on right now.
I mean, it's crazy. It's deja vu all over again in the second half. We were saying the same things about this Padres team in the second half. I think closer to the postseason, like, man, pinch yourself. Like, this is crazy. I mean, the run they're on is crazy right now. But yeah, the peaking too soon conversation, I understand it. And yeah, it does scare you if you're a Padres fan. But the alternative is what, you know?
Dogfight.
Yeah, like, I rather have them, you know, play their best baseball right now to get the best position possible in the postseason and win a division than have to worry about potentially their seeding in the postseason and then just hoping they get hot at the right time, right as September ends, heading into October. Like, you know, a magical ride like you've seen with the Phillies and the D-backs in recent memory. I think if they just stay healthy, that's my biggest concern. The peaking conversation, I get it, but my biggest concern with this team until the end of the season into the postseason is the health. I mean, they're making the postseason. There's no doubt in my mind now. It's 100%.
Bingo. Yeah, it's 100%.
It's 100%. I don't care what the Fangraph says. I don't care how many. They're making the postseason. The health is the number one concern with this team.
That's the clear right answer. By the way, Fangraphs gives them a 97.6% chance of making the postseason, which is very similar to the Dodgers at 99.3. I mean, Fangraphs still gives the Padres, quote unquote, just a 6.6% chance to win the World Series, which, by the way, is super high. And they're still, I mean, they're right where the Brewers are in terms of percentage chance to win the World Series. The Dodgers still have an 18% chance of winning the World Series, but I don't worry about that. What I worry about is playing this well for as long as possible with this roster and seeing what happens in October. And I remember what we said last October, like, man, you got to wait a whole nother year to potentially put yourself in this opportunity. And guess what? They're going to put themselves in that opportunity. I mean, they're going to be one of the teams standing in the National League when the playoffs begin. What seed will they be? Where will they be playing? Who will they be playing? What level of success do they have? We don't know, but they will be one of the teams standing when October reaches. Let's get to some of these supers. 1,000 people here roughly right now. Please subscribe to this channel. We are trying to get to 9,200 subscribers tonight with your help. So let's take a moment. If you have not subscribed, we're 17 away. We should be able to get there right now. So if you take a moment right now and just subscribe to this channel, we would appreciate it. If you would take a moment and smash the like button for us, we would appreciate that as well. And thank you for the supers. We'll get to all of them here tonight. Thank you for those that become members. You get those custom emojis. Click the join button down below. Run it back to back. Gets us started here tonight with the super. And he says, the enemy of my enemy is my homie. Thank you, Halos. How about that game? Triple plays, Ohtani home runs, missed ball calls that would have been a walk-off in the ninth, only to see the Angels walk off in the 10th inning. So a bizarre game in the Freeway Series, won by the Angels, has put us in this situation heading into this Dodger series on Friday.
You know, I haven't watched much Dodger baseball as close as I've obviously watched Padres baseball. But I'm looking at some of these box scores, John, and I'm looking at, you know, in particular, like their bullpen and, you know, I'm talking about the Dodgers, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at their lineup and I'm looking at the pitchers that are they're pitching. And I'm like, okay. I just, I don't know, man. If there were, it feels like if there were any time to take down the Dodgers and win the division, it feels like it's now. Wouldn't you say? They're not a juggernaut. They are not some unbeatable force. They don't have, in my opinion right now, active. They don't have the best active roster in baseball, even though they paid the most money in the offseason. They clearly don't have a bullpen to match up with San Diego. Like, not even close. Mookie Betts is having an awful season. And look, the injuries have just bitten them, and you have to take advantage. I think, you know, it's crazy because, like, last year you thought it. You're like, last year's the best chance to beat the Dodgers because they're only going to get better. I kind of feel the same way, and I kind of feel better about it right now. You know, it has to play out still, obviously, and the Dodgers could still win the division and win a World Series and whatnot. But I'm looking at this roster. I'm looking at the players they're playing and putting in there. And I'm like, the time is now.
The time is the Dodgers are 14-20 in their last 34 games. So this is not the 2024 regular season Dodger team that, by the way, didn't buzzsaw through that year. They won 98 games. By their standards, that was not a overly high total. And they really don't have a path right now to 98 wins. I mean, that would take incredible play. Maybe they could get to mid-90s by playing very well down the stretch. But I'm with you. It's like you have an opportunity that you don't typically have. Take advantage of it. And then I don't know about October. Again, can the Dodgers strike at any moment? Yeah, I mean, that's of course the perception. I mean, they could strike as early as this weekend against the Padres at Dodger Stadium. But in terms of opportunity, yeah, I mean, it's never been a better one in recent history than it is right now. Again, the Dodgers are 14-20 in their last 34 games. They have blown a 9-game division lead in the last 2 months. Every so often, YT, thank you, man, for the membership and the super chat. He says, business as usual win. Dodgers lose. Keep it going. Didn't we say that last night? It is the exact same thing. Padres score first. Giants tied up. No big deal. Iglesias 2-run home run. And from there, they just navigated. It wasn't perfect. Right? I mean, it wasn't like the easiest thing in the history of the world. They didn't win by 10 runs. They didn't score 8 runs, but we say 4 is enough. They're winning at a 75.5% clip when scoring 4 more runs. They scored 5 today. They have the complementary offense to support their pitching. Like I thought last year, their offense was a damn good offense at times. I think this offense is now feeling a little bit more like 2024. I don't know if the numbers will support it in the second half. We'll look up at the end of the year and see what they look like in the second half. But it's a good enough offense with this pitching to do serious damage.
Yeah, they're not like the 27 Yankees. I mean, they still got, as far as their offense goes, they still got some things they got to work on. Like they have no pop, even though tonight Jose Iglesias, of all people, hit a home run, his first in a Padres uniform this year.
That's right.
Like Tatis is still in a power slump. He's had 4 homers since May 28th. It's not going to be a lineup that scores 9 runs a game. But can they score 4 runs a game and let their like historically good bullpen and pretty damn good starting rotation take over? Like, yeah, they can. I think still the strength of this team, it's not even close. It's their pitching. And what have we said? How do you win postseason games? How do you win a World Series? It's because of pitching. Pitching will get the job done every day of the week. And if you have the best, you're going to give yourself a really good shot.
Really good shot. The caveat being something like the way last year ended, where the pitching was really good. And they did give themselves a shot.
They didn't score enough. You're right.
Show some type of life, and that'll be the case again in 2025. They're going to have to do something, obviously, in the postseason. Martin, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the very generous super chat. Guys, if you're here, 1,000 people here live as the Padres and Dodgers are tied atop the NL West. Padres win in San Francisco. Dodgers lose in Anaheim. Please subscribe. I think we're 7 subscribers from 9,200. Let's get there right now. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please take a moment to do that right now. We'd love to get to 10,000 by the end of the regular season. We can do that
1,000 in the chat right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, 1,000 in the chat. So please subscribe to this channel, and thank you for the super chats. Great way to support our work in this channel. We'll get to all of them tonight. Click the $ below the chat box. Martin says Schilt is the right guy for this team, but why does he salivate so much when he talks? Go Padres, take the West. I don't think it's the number one overarching question of the night, as the Padres have won 13 of their last 16. Mike Schilt is the right man for the job. He has proven it based on the performance of the team over the last 2 years, and hopefully he is the manager of this team for a good while, because it has led to success and a high level of success in San Diego the last 2 years.
And he will be. I mean, Mike Schell's not going anywhere. AJ Preller shouldn't go anywhere. He should be here for a long time. The core of this team is going to be here for a long time. And I was thinking about this watching the game tonight. I'm like, man, the Padres are so much better than the Giants. And the Giants made a lot of moves.
Yeah, they did.
They are so much better than the Giants. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy how much better they are than the Giants. They're just they're just a really well-run team. They just are. I mean, AJ Preller, he's had 2 pretty damn good seasons back to back here. Like 3 of the last 4 seasons for him have been incredible.
It's a good point when you look at it like that.
And up in the Bay, it's like Buster Posey is just starting out. He's trying. He doesn't have a track record at all, so you don't really know what he's going to be. So, like, as far as general managers go, I mean, AJ Preller, like, he runs circles around Buster. It's crazy.
I mean, he gets high marks for me, and it hasn't. The amazing thing about Preller is, like, general managers evolve, things change.
Yeah.
He's not the same general manager today he was in 2015, nor is the organization, nor is the city, nor is baseball. He's adapted well, and he's finally put it all together with that well-rounded roster. What was the critique on Preller before? Top-heavy rosters, enamored with stars, not necessarily concerned as much about putting together consistent winners. Now, the last, like you said, 3 of the last 4 years, it's been more of a well-rounded team. Yes, with stars, but he fears nothing in his attempt to put together a complete roster, and he's done well in that regard. Now, what do they have to do? They need to get to a World Series and win one. It's as simple as that. I mean, that's what they have to do sooner rather than later. Vector, thank you, man, for the super chat and the membership. He says, sweep and going strong for LA Series. Time is now. That's what I'm now sensing, Jim. Like, everyone's saying the same thing. Like, I'm not even talking about the division. Division's great, but I feel like most people here have bigger goals than the division, and we can't fast forward. And I'm not talking about, beat the Dodgers in the postseason. I mean, that's great if you play each other. I'm talking about doing something you didn't do in 2022. 2022, you beat the Dodgers in the postseason, but you didn't beat the Phillies. So it's like, it's time to take additional steps. And I know we can't do it on this August 12th night, but it's time for the franchise to get further in the postseason. And we can't predict the future, and crazy things happen with baseball. Great teams lose, underdogs win sometimes, but it's time. It's past time. So please, like, you're built for now. So I'm not saying it's now or never, but please be now, because I don't want to consider the alternative of never.
And it feels like they're getting a second chance. Again, I don't want to, like, go too far because postseason isn't next week. Like, there still is a month and a half to play. But doesn't it feel like this team, and especially the fan base, like, we're all getting a second chance here? Because you felt like last year that was the moment, that was the chance, and you're like, shit, when's this going to come again, right? And it's coming, I don't know, the next year. So yeah, you're right. It's like, you don't get many of these chances. Like, who knows what this team's going to be like in 2026, right? I mean, you're going to lose a lot of pieces off this team for next year's team. They're still going to be a good team, but they're going to be a different version of the Padres, right? Like, this version of the Padres is nowhere close to the version of last year's Padres, maybe in the win-loss column, but the players are completely different. And so, yeah, taking advantage of the moment, that's a big thing with this franchise is can they take advantage of this moment? And looking ahead, it's crazy. 3 weeks ago, the conversation was, can they get in as a 6 seed, maybe a 5 seed? Now the conversation is, can they not only win the division, but can they get a first round bye? Like, that is where the conversation, and it's legit. It's something that is, like, legitimately within reach.
It's right there for the taking. It's completely right there for the taking. Here's what I was just thinking about, Jim, when we were going down this path. It's no longer about payrolls or deadlines or off seasons. It's done. It's burn the ship season. Nothing can save the Dodgers, just like nothing can save the Padres. There's no acquisitions. There's no trades. I mean, you could be relying on your system to some extent. Sure, you could call up a top prospect, but this is who they are. The reason why you got to win now is, come the offseason, again, the disadvantages are at play. Dodgers have the advantages of money, right? Resources. It all starts over again. They get the head start, right? But now they don't. That's done. Their money is spent. Their injuries are real. The deadline has passed. So it doesn't mean that the Padres are going to win a World Series. It means that all those built-in disadvantages that favor teams like the Dodgers, they kind of cease to exist when you get to the middle of August. The Dodgers won't be saved by their payroll. They won't be saved by the depth of their minor league system.
No.
They won't be saved by some magical medical staff, and they won't be saved by a trade deadline where they move heaven and earth and make 6 changes to the roster like the Padres just did. They got what they got. Padres have what they have. Milwaukee, Seattle, and so on and so forth. So I kind of like this time of year because I'm not – same thing in 2024. I didn't say the Padres lost the Dodgers because of payroll. They got outplayed by the Dodgers in the last 2 games. They were beaten fair and square, soundly. But now they have a chance, to your point, to kind of do it all over again. And those disadvantages that we talk about all offseason, oh, they have the resources. Oh, Roki Sasaki. Oh, look at the money. It doesn't really apply when you get to this time of year. Taco Bell call 911. Thank you. We can react to that. I says Padres will take the division. Dodgers lose first round before even playing us. In Pller, we trust.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. Right?
Maybe.
Like, hey, can we go at a postseason without facing the Dodgers? But you know what? I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
I mean, the truth is, I'll take it either way. If they go through the Dodgers, amazing. If they go through 3 other National League teams or 2 other National League teams to win a World Series, or you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna be like, hey, they won the 2025 World Series, but they beat the Brewers. I mean, nobody's ever gonna say that. So whatever it is whatever it is. If it includes the Dodgers, terrific. If it doesn't include the Dodgers, terrific. I'm not overly concerned by that.
No, I'm not concerned by that either.
All right. Can we take a moment and thank Par 3's Club for gifting 5 memberships earlier? If you want to become a member, let's just take a moment to remind people you can become a member and get these custom emojis. I'm talking about Cortez the Killer, which applies tonight, 4 2/3 really good innings. Sorry, no win for you, Cortez. The Furminator, Miller Time, Rockstar GM, 5 guys. We just added the Merrill Madness emoji as well.
Let's go.
If you want to support the channel, you can, again, become a member by clicking the join button down below. Shoot, you can gift memberships like Par 3's Club did. I think we're about 19 or 18 subscribers away from adding another emoji. I'll add in the Bro Hearn emoji if we get another 18 or 19 members here tonight. So appreciate you, Par 3's Club, for your support of this channel, and thank you for gifting those memberships as well.
I do have a special announcement that I want to announce right now.
Okay, then let me pull this down for a second. Jim has a special announcement. Should I be seated?
You should be seated. You should be seated.
Is this your last night on the wrap-up show?
No, not yet. Saturday night. All right. Saturday night. Or let me think. Would you Friday? Yeah, Saturday night. I think Saturday night. I'm not doing anything. Aaron's out of town. Saturday night, I'm having a special members only Dodgers Padres watch party.
Are we coming over to your house?
No. On the channel. If you are a member of the channel, and if you want to become a member of the channel, Saturday night, special Padres Dodgers watch party. Okay. For members only. So you have to be a member. And we've had a lot of recent members of the channel. So if you want to have a watch party with me on Saturday night,
not me.
Not John. John is out. John has
married.
Yeah, he's married and my wife's out of town. So we are doing a special watch party on Saturday night for members only.
How about that? How cool is that? Become a member, join Jim, hang out, watch Jim, watch the Padres Dodgers, and react to the series and the game on Saturday in real time. We'll have a wrap-up show for you for everyone Friday night. We'll have another one Sunday. We never do Saturday shows because it leads to divorce. Yet we're still here as Jim with Aaron away. He's going to do a Saturday show. So,
right.
I mean, it's that time. Listen, it's Padres Dodgers. If I could, listen, maybe I'll hop on for a minute. I might get yelled at, but I'll hop on. I think
so come join me at my crib for a Padres Dodgers showdown on Saturday night up at the worst stadium in baseball, Dodger.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if you just had everyone over. You bring Bentley dog food. Bring everyone over. Okay, I'm going to get back to all these supers. Zachary, we'll get you in 1 second. Do want to remind you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. We never would have gotten this channel off the ground without Mark. We've done this channel for 4 years, and we actually did on the radio for 2 years before YouTube. And we've done the wrap-up show for 6 consecutive years, basically each and every night throughout the course of Padres seasons. If you support the channel, support Mark. He's a San Diegan, diehard Padres fan. He's enjoying it as much as you all are. Trust us. We text with him all the time. If you have an insurance need, another area to trust us in, contact Mark. before you renew your current policy, get in contact with Mark. I've got homeowners, life, and earthquake insurance through Mark. You can do auto through Mark as well. Whatever you need, he's taking care of you. I filed a claim a couple of years ago. He saved us so much time and money. I mean, so much time and so much money. So whatever your insurance needs are, click the link in the description down below, get free quotes online, or call Mark. He will spend as much time talking to you about the Padres as he will spend talking to you about saving money on your insurance. So if you support the channel, please get in contact with our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance.
Yeah, all his information is on that ticker below, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. When you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap Up Show sent you.
We have reached 9,200 subscribers. Let's get some clap emojis in the chat for each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. Help us get to 9,300. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that. All right, let's continue on here. We're just getting started. Padres over the Giants, 5-1. Merrill, Iglesias, Homer, Cortez, effective, bullpen terrific once again, and the Padres workmanlike once again in San Francisco in a 5-1 win. Zachary, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says 2025 division champs. I mean, it's the question. It's the question everyone wants answered, and we'll have an answer within 42 games and within 6.5 or 7 weeks. So we all want to know the answer, and it means a lot, Jim. Difference in a 2 seed and a 4 seed, 2 seed and a 5 seed, it can mean a lot.
Yeah, you don't want to get ahead of yourself here, right? Because there's a lot that's still going to happen over the course of the season. The Padres will eventually lose another game, right? They'll probably eventually lose at least 2 more games. So, they aren't going to win out here. And if they did, everyone would lose their freaking mind. That'd be the craziest ending to a season ever. They just never lose again. 42 in a row, right? So there is time, what's the saying? You got to put the cart before the horse, or the horse before the cart, or something.
Don't put the cart before the horse.
That's what it is. Don't put the cart before the horse. That is the mindset, and it has to be the mindset of everybody. Don't put the cart before the horse. There are still 42 games left. The division isn't decided this weekend. Even if the Padres lose 2 or 3, it's not decided.
It's not.
If it was the end of the year, then yeah, the division would be decided this weekend, and that'd be fucking insane. But it's not. Okay, so there is time. Anything can happen. Padres just got to keep their head down, full steam ahead, and good things will continue to happen if they do that. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, I think you make an excellent point about you have to keep a level head with this. As exciting as this is, you're right. There's probably going to be an element of surprise somewhere in there. They'll probably have to deal with adversity once again. And let's be honest, even with the Dodgers 14-20 in their last 34 games, it's not like going to Dodger Stadium is some walk in the park. And I know they're coming here, so it's 6 games, kind of a wash. I mean, 3 there, 3 here. It's a wash. It's not like the only series remaining is at Dodger Stadium. I mean, Dodgers are winning at a good clip at home. And the one thing I would say as well is at some point LA likely awakens. What does it take for that to happen? Does it take a series against we're not rivals, or we don't look at the standings? I mean, they can say whatever they want, and I hope it does. I hope it doesn't take. I hope they play poorly. I hope the Dodgers lose that series. And we move on with our lives. But at some point, am I crazy in saying that? I don't think I'm saying anything that is some hot take. I think the Dodgers at some point will awaken, and if they don't, that'll be more surprising to me than not, right? At some point, they're going to put together a 10-game stretch in all likelihood where they go 8-2. I think that's pretty reasonable in their final 42 games. Let's hope it's not now, is my point. Go get a game or 2 or 3 up on them. Give yourself a little bit of cushion, and then play even with them, essentially, from here on out. But don't you feel the same way? At some point, they're going to likely wake up. And if they don't, amazing. But I'm expecting them to do that at some point.
Well, let's just briefly look at their schedule. After they play the Padres this weekend, they play for 4 games in Colorado. Okay. The start of their September is 3 against Pittsburgh, 3 against Baltimore, 3 against Colorado, 3 against the Giants.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah. Now they end the season on the road. 3 games at Arizona, 3 games at Seattle. Seattle might be playing for a division or even better. I mean, they are red hot right now, so that could help you out if you're the Padres. But like, they have a stretch here, John, the Dodgers. You know, they play 3 against the Diamondbacks, 3 against the Pirates, 3 against Baltimore, 3 against the Rockies, 3 against the Giants.
That's why it's important to open up maybe a 1, 2, 3 game divisional lead and play well against the Dodgers in these 6 games.
And honestly, when you look at the Padres schedule is not that much different. Just, I mean, different names, but I mean, they play Minnesota, Baltimore, Colorado for 7 games in September, the White Sox for 3 games, Arizona to finish up the season. Like, you know, and they play the Giants for 4 next week, and the Giants, they're done. So,
yeah, I mean, the Giants are done. Giants are completely done.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this, guys. If you're here, subscribe here on content for Padres and baseball fans. And thank you for the super chats. Click the $sign below the chat box. Thank you for those that have become members as well. If you want to join Jim for a members-only watch party Saturday, Padres Dodgers, you can do that by becoming a member and clicking the join button down below. Andrew, appreciate you, man. You're a longtime supporter of the channel in the super chat. He says, great win and L for the Doyers. Cortez solid again. Toddy gets more balls, called strikes than anyone. We have the best outfield defense in Major League Baseball right now, bar none. I mean, it's an amazing defensive outfield. Laureano running balls down and holding guys to singles, and what Tatis is capable of, and Merrill, what he did the other night with that throw. Yeah, and I will say this about Tatis, and we've touched on this now the last couple of days, and yes, it's true, he still only hit those 4 home runs since May 28th, but 3 straight multi-hit games. He found a way, singled through the left side late in this game, I think. Maybe that's how I recall it.
Hit the ball hard.
I'm hopeful on Tatis is all I'm going to say. Like, I'm more hopeful today than I was probably 4 or 5 days ago. And I know that body of work has been solid this year. It's not about, this isn't a conversation about Tatis tonight. I'm just saying I'm hopeful based on these 3 or 4 days. And we know what he's done in his career against the Dodgers. So I'm just hopeful that he is solid and consistent over these final 40 games. It just feels like that goes a long way. So that's what I'm hopeful for based on what I've been watching over the last few days.
Yeah. You know, when you win as much as the Padres are winning right now, guys that are struggling don't get talked about. Like, rarely. Like, we'll bring it up and we'll mention it, but we're not spending an entire show on it. Right? When they lose and guys are struggling, we tend to focus more on the guys that are struggling. Do we not?
No, 100%.
When you're winning at a clip that they're winning at right now, you know, these are the best problems to have if you're struggling, because you're not in the spotlight. You're not a guy that all the fans are looking to, who, you know, if you're 2 for your last 20, if you're winning and you're winning big, you can work your way out of it without the spotlight being on you.
Yeah, that's really well said. And he's got a more complete lineup around him. I think it's beneficial. He doesn't have to carry this team. He doesn't. But it will be very helpful for him to be a key contributor. But he does not have to be the one to carry this team. E-Racing with Dale, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the membership in the super chat. He says, LFGSD, great win. Dodgers and their billion-dollar payroll. See, this is where I'd be a little cautious. I respect the opinion. I get the fandom, but like, Dodgers and their billion-dollar payroll suck. F the Dodgers and most of their fans. I get the fandom. I love the rivalry. I'm excited for Friday night. I can't wait for the next 2 weekends. I just got to be cautious. Like, I see some of the stuff on social media, Jim. There's 42 games left. That can be a positive. It can be a negative. They could, like I said the other day, Padres could win this division by 6 games, or they could lose it by 6 games. So that's just who I am. I always have that perspective. I like the fan element of it. It's too early for me to be like, Dodgers are done and this thing's over. And trust me, maybe it's PTSD from just watching this out over the last 15 years, but it's way too early for me to make any definitive statement about anything in this division.
Oh, way too early. The only thing that I'll make a definitive statement on is it's up for grabs.
Completely.
Like, that's it. I mean, there's no definitive Padres are absolutely winning it, Dodgers are absolutely winning it. It's completely up for grabs. It's a 50-50 shot right now with 42 games left.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think maybe some of the like stats are saying, oh, Dodgers have better than 50% chance to win the division. I don't feel that way, but
I think it's
based on like the
50-50.
eye test. But yeah, I'm with you. It's more of a coin flip. Honestly, I lean towards what we're seeing with our eyes, but we'll see if it plays out that way or not. Thank you, man. QOTSADS. Thank you, man, for becoming a member. If you want to become a member, again, join Jim for a watch party Padres Dodgers. Click the join button down below. You get all these custom emojis as well. If you click that join button down below, you can use it in the live chat or in the comment section down below. E-Racing with Dale again. Thank you, man, for the super chat. He says division is completely the goal. Merrill home run. Nice to see. LFGSD. Thank you, John and Jim.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
E-Racing with Dale.
Yeah.
That was a big boy home run.
Yep.
By Jackson Merrill tonight.
Yeah.
Oppo Taco at night at Oracle Park.
Yeah.
The fog's rolling in.
Yep.
That was a big boy home run right there.
Dude, how about his last 2 nights? I mean, listen, when he's hitting, it looks so good, man. His sweet swing. I mean, he is such a impressive hitter when it's going well. And now we're thinking about last year. Put it all together last August. Played really well in the second half. It hasn't gone exactly to plan. In fact, it hasn't gone to plan for Jackson Merrill this year. But again, if it goes to plan from here on out, amazing. And man, he's just had an awesome couple of games against Logan Webb and what he, again, like you said, Oracle. I mean, they just not beat up, but they beat 2 really quality pitchers. Like you might say, well, the Giants aren't a playoff team. Factual. They have 2 playoff starters essentially in Logan Webb and Robbie Ray. I don't care if they're a playoff team. They've got playoff caliber starters. And the Padres beat those pitchers on back-to-back nights. That's probably the most impressive accomplishment here.
100%. You're going to face this type of pitching in the postseason, and you fared very well against them. I mean, you didn't put up big numbers, but you don't need to put up big numbers in the postseason. I mean, you're going to need to score. We've seen that. Duh. They can't win without scoring. Duh. 24 scoreless innings in a row. Duh. So, like, you're going to need to score runs, and you're going to be facing good pitching in the postseason. I mean, that's just the story is like, hey, this offense, can you continue to put up 4 runs a game? Because if you put up 4 runs a game, more often than not, you're going to win a majority of those games. And, you know, even if some nights you put up only 3 runs, like, you can make those stick with this bullpen. So, some nights even just 2 runs might do it. We've seen this team already win a bunch of 1-0 games.
Wins.
Yeah,
they have 5 1-0 wins. I mean, that's got to be like didn't we say it's got to be the most in baseball history? If it's not, it's like the most in modern baseball history. That's a ridiculous stat. 5 1-0 wins in a season, and they did it in the first half of the year somehow. Rocket, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super chat and the membership. He says Padres hot, Dodgers reeling. Just how you want it. It is. It's lined up beautifully. I mean, it is how you want it. That's said well. That's exactly how you want it. Hopefully, it continues here. And I find this to be pretty interesting. From JDML 2000. Thank you, man. He says, thank you, John Jay, for igniting Manny and the Padres. It was that moment in time the Padres had lost 4 consecutive games. We weren't talking about buys. We were talking about, can they find a way into the postseason? They weren't on life support, but they weren't playing well.
They were 46-40, 9 games back of the Dodgers. What? I think AJ Caswell put it out.
I mean, within the last month and a half.
They let's see here. Where is it? Who put it out? I thought I saw it somewhere. Is it Darnay?
I don't know.
Was it who put this out there that I saw? Oh, it's your boy Sammy Lev.
Okay.
He put out that on July 3rd. That's when the Padres were 9 back at the Dodgers. They were 46-40. Dodgers were 56-32.
I mean, that's less than 6 weeks.
What?
I mean, that's a lot of games. I mean, that is a lot of games to relinquish in 6 weeks. And it's a credit also to the Padres the way they played. It's not like they've just stumbled into it. They're 13-3 now in their last 16 games. I want to get back to this, Jim, in a moment, but I do want to remind our viewers about Lucky Box Vending. And one of these machines is coming, this mystery box vending machine. One of these is coming to San Diego this fall. They've got them throughout the country, including a ton of them. I think it's now 10 plus machines in Vegas, click the link in the description down below. You can see where all of the Lucky Box vending machines are located. This is such a cool process. You get to one of these vending machines and you get a mystery sports card if you want, or you get a mystery autographed jersey, or you get a mystery Pokemon card. And wouldn't you know it, we were in Vegas 3 or 4 weeks ago, Mountain West Media Days. We're like, we got to do this. I mean, we both looked at each other like, I ain't leaving this machine without putting my credit card up against this machine. And boom, out pops in my mystery box a Fernando Tatis Jr. autographed Bowman card, Auto 10 from Beckett. So it's really a cool product. By the way, if you use our promo code Padres, all lowercase, and someone's already used it in Vegas because we got a DM yesterday from a Padres fan that used it. If you use the promo code Padres, all lowercase, in a Lucky Box vending machine, you're going to get $5 off. So the next time you're in Vegas or near a Lucky Box vending machine, don't walk right past it. You know you want to play. I mean, you can walk away with Fernando Tatis Jr. signed cleats. Someone just recently won those. They got signed autographed jerseys from like Saquon Barkley and football, basketball, baseball, Messi cards and autographed jerseys are in there. So next time you're at a Lucky Box vending machine, use our promo code Padres, all lowercase.
Yeah, and if you want to join their exclusive loyalty program with insider perks, early location drops, and exclusive giveaways, all you need to do is go to luckyboxvending.com. That's luckyboxvending.com. It's free of charge. Just sign up using your email and your phone number, and you will get insider perks, early location drops, and exclusive giveaways. Just becoming a loyalty program member. Again, luckyboxvending.com.
Can we take a moment to please subscribe to the channel and smash the like button and follow me and Jim on social at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the super chats. We'll be here as long as we need to tonight. The Padres and Dodgers are even in the NLDS. Click the $ below the chat box. We'll get to your super chats. We appreciate your support of this channel. If you want to become a member, you get the custom emojis, and we're going to add an emoji if we get another, I think about 15 or so members here tonight. You're also getting the watch party, the virtual watch party if you're a member. Saturday night, Jim's going to be doing that. Padres Dodgers, you can watch alongside on YouTube if you're a member of this channel by clicking that link in the description, or excuse me, the join button down below.
So people in the chat are asking about my hair.
Your hair is long, dude. Don't be scared to get a haircut.
Dude, I know. I haven't got a haircut in a while, but people think that it looks darker that I'm using.
Yeah, why are you dyeing your hair?
Just from I'm not dyeing my hair. I haven't done anything to my hair.
Dude, you gotta go natural.
That's what a kid gets you right there. Great. What? I didn't. So that's what a kid does to you right there.
What does that mean?
Like you went gray.
Oh, yeah. Oh, having a kid. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah. You're right.
No, I haven't done anything to my hair. I just wear a hat a lot now. And I just decided not to wear a hat today.
Put a hat on. Come on.
No, I don't want to wear I need the flow just like flowing.
It's flowing, dude. Ashley, appreciate you. Thank you for the generous super chat. Ashley saying Dodgers and Cubs reach. Next up, Phillies. Keep pushing, and let's not just focus on beating the Dodgers. Focus on the World Series. You know, it's funny that he says that because when you look at the standings right now, this is pretty fascinating, Jim. Like, take a look at the overall National League, and the Padres, Dodgers, and Cubs are tied by overall record, essentially. By winning percentage, the Cubs are actually technically ahead based on games played. But the Cubs, Dodgers, and Padres are all 3.5 games up on the New York Mets and 5.5 games up on a playoff spot right now. And then you look ahead, and the Phillies are 69-50. The Padres are 68-52. So what's the math on that? I think that is a game and a half. The Padres are a game and a half behind the Phillies. And then, of course, the Brewers have only lost 44 games. You're 8 games back in the loss column. I mean, that's a ton even with the Padres play. But I guess you'd say never say never. In that regard, it's going to take a lot, let's be honest, to pass the Brewers in the standings. But I do think that 2 seed remains firmly up for grabs right now.
Yeah, the 2 seed is definitely in play. Might be tough to take the 1 seed. I mean,
it'd be tough.
I mean, you're 8 games back in the loss column. 8 games back in the loss column over Milwaukee.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, Milwaukee's having a historic season. I still think that they're going to crash and burn because they just I've seen it too much with teams like this, and you know, they have a great regular season. You get to the postseason, bunch of, you know, no-name guys, and they're just like, what goes on here? It feels like a classic case of overachieving, crash and burn in the postseason. But yeah, 2 seeds for sure up for grabs, and 2 seed means a first round bye. I know the first round bye, it might be a scary thing because of the off days and whatnot, but look, Dodgers won a World Series last year and they had the first round bye. So that first round bye, the Astros won a World Series the previous year. They had a first round bye. So like the first round bye isn't a scary thing anymore when the last, was it 2 World Series champions have won with the first round bye, or the last 2 of the last 3 or whatever it is. Probably 2 last 3.
I think that's correct. And what I would say is I just like the idea with this pitching staff of lining it up perfectly. And then if you saw what Major League Baseball did today, they added an off day to the NLDS this year, which means you can just deploy whomever the hell you want out of your bullpen constantly. I mean, you could throw, no joke, if you played a 5-game best of 5 NLDS, you could use 1 or 2 or a combination of your relievers in all 5 games because there's 3 off days in the 5-game series. You could use any one reliever in all 5 games, hypothetically speaking. That's basically at your fingertips if you're Mike Schill. Plus, you don't have to. Everyone's on normal rest. You can pitch a guy game 1 and 4. You can pitch a guy game 2 and 5, and they're going to be on normal rest because of all the off days built in this year to the NLDS. Andrew, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says, think Roberts wishes he tried to win the Kike game. No, not really. Honestly, I don't. Because I don't think anything's really been won or lost. I do think they're thinking about the situation that they're in. I think they're thinking about the fact that they haven't played good baseball. And I think they're thinking about the fact that this is no formality, obviously, to win a division or win in the postseason. But I mean,
the
I'm not
Kike game
overly
talking about.
Remember when they pitched Kike for like 3 innings in like that 8-0 game? He's saying, should they have waved the white flag in that game now that the division is tied? Or should they have played to win?
I mean, it wasn't like they were down 2-0.
Yeah. I think the Dodgers are just worried about their play. Would be my guess.
They're worried about their play. They have injuries everywhere. Their bullpen stinks. They don't have a closer. Like Tanner Scott's been just a bad signing for them. Their Brock Stewart, the guy they traded for at the deadline, he's on the IL with shoulder inflammation. Roki Sasaki, they're one of their big offseason acquisitions. I mean, hasn't done jack shit for them this year. Clayton Kershaw, I mean, okay. Talk about washed. Blake Snell did return. He looks pretty freaking good. So that's a little bit of a problem.
Obviously, Ohtani's been pitching, but they've been very careful with his innings.
Right. Ohtani's still, hitting home runs left and right.
Yeah. No, it's still Ohtani.
But, Mookie Betts is we all thought that Xander Bogaerts was having a bad season. Mookie Betts makes Xander Bogaerts look like Xander Bogaerts is having an MVP year right now compared to what fucking Mookie Betts is doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's get to some of these super chats, guys. Subscribe and thank you for the supers. Click the $ below the chat box. Padres and Dodgers tied atop the NL West. Padres win in San Francisco tonight. They'll play game 3 of this series, by the way, on Wednesday afternoon. We're going to react to all of that tomorrow on John and Jim. So make sure to be with us, John and Jim. We've got a YouTube channel. We're on from 2 to 6 weekdays. So find us on YouTube, find us on the iHeartRadio app, or find us on San Diego Sports 760. If you're curious, the start time tomorrow is 12:45 Pacific. So a little earlier, 12:45 Pacific in San Francisco.
Juan wants to, because I see people in the chat. We're gonna get to every one of your super chats. We do it in order.
We do it in order. We're way behind. This happens when we have nights like this, when there's a lot to react to and there's a lot of super chats. We appreciate the patience. We try to get to them in the order in which they come in if we can. Juan says not to poo the party. Only reason why, numbers wise, Dodgers are still favored to win the division is the schedule. After the last series for San Diego, they played cupcakes until the Phillies Mariners late in September, still LFGSD. But we went through it, and it's similar to the Padres. Let's be honest. There's a similar level of easiness at times in these schedules. So, it's not solely schedule dependent. The Dodgers have lost to bad teams here recently. They're not playing some amazing Angels team. They're playing an Angels team that sold off, and they've lost the first 2 games of the series. So it's not solely dependent on schedule. It's also dependent on play. And the Padres are playing well, and the Dodgers are playing poorly, regardless of opponent.
Yeah, the Padres have just is equally a soft schedule and they have to go take care of business. They're just not gifted these wins against the Rockies and the Orioles and the White Sox and the Twins. Like the Padres still have to go out and take it, and they still have to play good. And if the Dodgers play better against the shitty teams, then give them the division, right? But you have to take care of your own business. Yes, I know the Dodgers have cupcakes. Padres have a bunch of cupcakes as well. And you got 6 games against each other in the next week and a half. So, like, that's going to mean a lot.
Yeah, that's well said. Wise Monitor Dad, appreciate the super chat and the membership. He says Jose Iglesias jersey and concert tickets in the card. I like that a lot. Thank you, man, for your support of the channel. I'm not going to get fooled here again. Thank you, Herc, for the super chat. I'll just go with first name. Thank you, Herc. He says, huge homer by Iglesias. Merrill's Apo Taco was nice. I mean, the Iglesias thing was kind of unexpected. And by kind of, I mean, it was unexpected, specifically in San Francisco. He'd shown no power all year. But again, that's kind of how it's working right now for the Padres. The Law 26, appreciate you. He says, peaking too soon. I saw this earlier. And I think it's a fair point. He says, peaking too soon is weak and from a place of fear. Got to be number one regardless to win the division. F the Dodgers. Padres have the ability to make this happen. I get that. I get that. But we say that, but on another hand, we say Brewers are peaking too soon. And like, is the magic going to run out? So it's like, I get it. I'd want to play well all year, but I'm just saying the best time to play well is as late in the year as possible. And it doesn't guarantee anything because the Padres played really well last year, late in the year, and they didn't win a World Series. I'm just saying, let's hope they hold on to this level of play as long as possible.
Yeah, I don't think any fan base is like, stop winning a bunch of games in a row. Like,
right.
Everybody, like, win as many games in a row as possible. Like, stack up wins, man. Whenever it is. Like, was anybody at the start of the season being like, don't win too many games in a row? Like, yeah, win a bunch of games in a row. Real quick. Hey, JMC, we see your super chat. We really appreciate it. We are going to get to it. We told you multiple times.
If you got to go watch it on replay, bud.
We're going in order. It didn't disappear. I promise. It's in our queue. We will get to you. Okay.
We see it. We will get to it. We promise you, man.
Okay.
And if we didn't get to it, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Trust me. Luis, thank you. I'm not gonna read this, but thank you for the super. Okay, this one from Jay. Appreciate it. This is very generous.
Thank you, Jay. We appreciate you.
Thank you, man, for the very generous super chat. It says Padres finally taking advantage of Dodger failure. Hopefully. I mean, I thought they took advantage in 2022 in the postseason. They played them very well in the 2024 regular season. They had a winning record against the Dodgers in the regular season, didn't in the postseason, and are only 2-5 against LA this year. Let's not forget that. Last time we saw these two teams in the field, the Padres did not play well against LA, whether it was last postseason or this year in the first half of the year. But it feels different, doesn't it, Jim? It doesn't feel like what happened in June is relevant at all. With the Dodgers taking 5 of 7. I say that now, but that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, I do. I do. That's a good point as far as taking advantage, because a lot of times it's like the Padres, like Dodgers will lose and then the Padres will lose. And you're like, I missed an opportunity, right? It's like, no, they're taking every opportunity that's given to them right now in a quick, short span to like make these 2 series coming up here at Dodger Stadium and then here at Petco Park to mean so much more.
Yeah. Patrick, appreciate you, says this season really feels right. Wow. By the way, I got 2 tickets for next Thursday's day game using your SeatGeek promo code for $45. How cool is that? I'm glad you mentioned that, Patrick, and we appreciate your support of the channel because, listen, you can take advantage of that offer with our friends over at SeatGeek right now. Just use the promo code. That is PODSWRAP. So we've hooked you guys up. You can use the promo code PODSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. $20 off your order of $50 or more at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase of $50 or more with promo code PADSWRAP. Just click the link in the description. Download the app. Have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. We do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek. And listen, I mean, just think about it. We're talking about Padres and Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, but we'll be talking about it back here at Petco Park a week from now. A week from Friday, and get there. You know, you can get in for about $100. That's with fees and $113 a ticket, but take $20 off. So $93 for that ticket in that example. So use SeatGeek, click the link in the description down below, whether it's the Padres Dodgers series coming up or Padres Giants, or you're going to the series in LA or whatever it is. Use the promo code that get $20 off your order of $50 or more over at SeatGeek with promo code PodsWrap.
Yeah, and SeatGeek MLB official ticket marketplace. Your tickets, they're fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. Just use the promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, to get $20 off tickets at SeatGeek for your first order.
All right, John and Jim with you here on the wrap-up show. Padres and Dodgers tied heading into this Wednesday, where the Padres will play the Giants again Wednesday at 12:45. And the Padres on Wednesday will turn to Nick Pivetta.
I used their code and went to the game against the Dodgers where I had to use what I would have to Kike pitch.
That was a good game. It's a good game. If you're a Padres fan, it's a very good game. Jesus or Jesus, appreciate you being here, regardless. He says, let's talk about Freddie Fermin. Great addition to our squad. I mean, massive. Who would have ever thought? I mean, we saw it, the acquisition in real time, and we're like, wait, what? And this is kind of reality quickly. He's been a constant. He's been very good offensively and defensively. He's arguably as important of an acquisition maybe that they made on August 1st or July 31st.
He's a huge addition. He's this team's everyday catcher right now. He's taken over the staff. It's been a seamless transition. And, you know, he's probably doing stuff that we don't even see. But guys, you know, he could hit, 270. And compared to what this team had behind the plate at catcher, it's like, holy shit, yeah, massive upgrade, just a massive upgrade.
Massive, and could go a really long way. Again, AJ talked about not having weak links. I think he was talking specifically about his starting catcher situation, and he upgraded in a serious way with Fermin. Every so often, thank you, man, for gifting 5 memberships here tonight. So 5 more of you that are here live or on replay have become members of this channel. If you want to become a member, click that join button down below. Jonathan, thank you for the generous super chat. He says, I remember last year in the playoffs messaging the show with my concerns about the catcher situation. I'm no longer concerned. Fermin is legit. How about that? That's a kind of an interesting way to look at it. Again, it goes back to the AJ Preller thing, Jim, the weak link theory. It seems like he addressed those areas of need, and he did it in a pretty significant way.
Yeah, he did it in such a significant way that, like, they don't have any weak links anymore. I don't think we were doubting Preller at the trade deadline. We were just kind of asking the question, like, how are you going to get all this done? Like, there's a lot you got to get. Like, you got to get pitching. You got to get bullpen. You got to get a catcher. You got to get 2 bats, preferably right-hander, left-hander if you want. Like, a lot of moves, and he did all of it. That's why I continue to give all the praise to AJ Preller for their continued success right now, early on after the trade deadline, because this is AJ Preller, and this is, like, all coming to fruition here for him. This is the vision after the trade deadline. And if he didn't make these moves, I guarantee you they're not playing as well as they're playing right now.
Yeah, and their chances of winning the World Series would be lower if they didn't add these pieces that they've added. Listen, we remember the reaction when they traded Leo DeVries. I mean, it was not positive, but here we are just 10 days later, and you're thinking about winning in 2025, and you're not really thinking about what Leo DeVries is going to be in 2027 and beyond. Ruben, thank you, man, for becoming a member by clicking that join button down below. Again, there's going to be a watch party Saturday with Jim, Padres, Dodgers, for members on the wrap-up show. You could become a member by clicking the join button down below. Brian, appreciates you. He says, we know Tatis likes the spotlight. I like the chances he balls out in LA and continues through the eventual playoff push. I'm not crazy, right? No, I don't think you're crazy that Tatis plays well, either A, at Dodger Stadium, B, in the final 40 games of the year, or C, in the postseason. I just hope that it all happens like that. I hope he plays well this weekend. I hope he plays well down the stretch, and I hope he plays well in the postseason. It's realistic, but we'll see if it happens or not.
Yeah, he's a big-time player. I mean, when the lights are the brightest, he shows up for the most part. And I'm curious to see what he'll do in the postseason. If he continues to play like he's played over the last, 2 postseason appearances that he's had, yeah, that's special, man.
I mean, he's kind of been like an epic postseason performer. Again, it's in a short sample size, but he's had some unbelievable. Some of the best games in the history of the San Diego Padres in the postseason belong to Fernando Tatis Jr. Simple as that. So if that continues, that's going to be very encouraging. Jen Fabulous, thank you, Jen, for your support of this channel and your membership. She says she'll be at a concert Saturday, but will be here for Jim's party.
Perfect.
What are you going to bring, Jen? What are you going to bring to Jim's party? What's that? What do you want?
What am I going to bring to my party?
Yeah. What do you want everyone to bring?
Bring some beverages. Bring some food, preferably chips and dip, snack food, some wings. You know, might have a little sushi on Friday or Saturday night.
Sushi.
Yeah, a little sushi. So we'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel. What time's that game at? 6 o'clock, something like that?
I think maybe 6:10 start.
6:10 start. Let's look here. Friday 7:10 and Saturday is 6:10. Yeah. So 6:10 start. Yeah, probably order some food.
Yeah.
We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel. A couple options. I got some options.
Enjoy the concert, and she says hopefully I'll have a decent signal at Crypto Arena. LOL. So okay, be at a concert and watching Jim react to Padres Dodgers as well. Appreciate you, Jen. Thank you for your support of the channel. Dominic is a member. Thank you, Dominic, for becoming a member.
Thank you, Dominic.
In the last 20 minutes or so. Jesus or Jesus is becoming a member.
Let's go.
Of the channel as well. So thank you. Luke, appreciate you. Says if Angels sweep the Freeway Series, did the Dodgers make them take Los Angeles out of their name? Or is it the other way? Do the Angels make the Dodgers take Los Angeles out of their name?
I mean, clearly the Angels run Los Angeles.
Clearly, man. I've been watching these last 2 games.
Yeah, it's not even close. I mean, that's an Angels town, guys.
Clicking on all cylinders right now. Inches from Greatness, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the membership and the super. He says Pller pulled a solid gold MOVA globe out of the trade deadline lucky box. That's hilarious. Firing on all cylinders. Thanks for the great show, gents. Yeah, absolutely, man.
Thank you
for saying that. I mean, seriously, what more could he have done at the deadline? Now, we don't know how the season ends, but I don't think I'm going to look back on the season and be like, man, if he only would have. Like, I think I'll just blame the players. Like, that's what I think I'll do if they don't get ultimately where we all hope that they get. But I don't think I'm going to be like, man, you added Mason Miller, but I wish you would have added 2 Mason Millers. Like that. That's not realistic.
No, they added. I mean, they couldn't add any more. I mean, they could. I mean, maybe they could have, but like all the moves they made, they just all fit. They just all work, right? I mean, I just think that the moves that he made all made sense when you look at it in a totality. If it was just you saw the Freddie Fermin deal, you'd be like, it's an upgrade, but he's lost 2 starting pitchers. If you look at the Mason Miller trade, you're like, you traded Leo DeVries for a reliever, right? You know, it has to be looked at in a whole, as a whole, to have it all make sense. It can't be looked at as individual moves. Like, it has to be looked at. The Padres acquired these players for these players, right?
Yeah, and it has to be looked at what your goals are. If your goal is to win right now, then trading away your future makes a lot more sense than if your goal is not to necessarily. Like, if you're all in, then be all in. And I think the moves reflect their desire to be truly all in on this team. John, appreciate the super chat. He says, not to jinx things, but I find it refreshing that the Padres have been able to perform so well despite the offseason drama with the ownership. Doesn't that feel like forever ago? I mean, that isn't even a talking point in San Diego. That's a credit to the Padres and their organization, and I would say to John Seiler. I mean, that has not been a story at all year.
Yeah, it's still underlining big story depending on what's going on with that. But like we talked about this in the offseason leading up to this year, is once the season starts, we won't be talking about it unless there's news that pops up. Like, it's the biggest story with the franchise until otherwise, like what happens with the battle for the franchise. But once the games start, we're not talking about it unless there's like actual news to talk about with it.
Yeah, I think there'd be more talk if they didn't play well, or if they lowered payroll or if they were hamstrung by ownership, but it seems to be kind of the opposite of that. I mean, from the Pavetta deal to the Jackson Merrill extension to even the moves they were able to make at the deadline. I know they didn't add any money, but I think ownership basically at this point should be applauded for putting this team in the position that they're in right now. Quan, appreciate you, man. He says, sorry, late to the show. Have you guys talked about Cortez yet? And if not, what are your thoughts? We barely touched on him. He was really good once again. I think he's been productive in each of these two starts. I think it's encouraging. I think he will be a guy working into a sixth inning sooner rather than later. I completely get Mike Schildt's strategy. I'm trying to win too. Winning be damned. I don't care if Cortez gets a win or not. 4 2/3 works for me if the Padres are ultimately winning the game. So I like the strategy by Mike Schildt, but I think you can't ask for much more out of Cortez so far either.
Cortez kind of reminds you a little bit of Martin Perez last year, right? I mean, he's not
exactly.
He's like the Padres picked up Martin Perez at the deadline last year. It's kind of a throw-in afterthought, and you're like, who is this guy? And he goes out there and he pitches really well for the Padres in August and September. Nestor Cortez, kind of a random last-second deal. You're like, huh? So far, through his 2 first starts in a Padres uniform, they've won both games. And yeah, you would like to see him go deeper in the games, but like, he kind of reminds you a little bit of what they're doing with Randy Vasquez. They're not going to push it with Nestor Cortez. They're just going to make sure that, they're going to make sure, hey, can you get us into the 5th inning with a lead? If you get us into the 5th inning with a lead, we'll go to the bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he left 1st and 3rd in a 3-run game. Yeah, you ain't getting that batter. Like with this bullpen, you want to go talk to the media when you leave Nestor Cortez in the game when you've got the most elite bullpen in modern baseball history. Like it makes no sense to leave your starter in the game in that spot. And Mike Schildt made the right call again, which is something he's done basically more often than not. I mean, at a really good percentage so far this year. Thank you here for the super chat. It says over under Tatis gets thrown at versus the Dodgers. Man, it's going to be fascinating to see this series. The tit for tat, the back and forth, the dynamics at play, the rivalry renewed. I have no idea. I mean, he could absolutely get thrown at. I mean, he's going to take a pitch up and in, that's for sure, because that's just what happens. But I don't know. I think it could happen. He could be hitting this series, absolutely.
I don't think the Padres will try anything, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Dodgers tried something just to get them going. I think the Padres have too high of goals to start any shenanigans. I wouldn't put it past the Dodgers and Dave Roberts to start something just to like light a fire under their team's ass. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past them.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, you said it well, because like if you're the Padres, don't go wake them up.
Nope.
Don't give them anything. Give them nothing except your best in terms of performance. If you're the Dodgers, you might have to play outside the white lines. Didn't they do it last year in the NLDS? Didn't they play outside the white lines last year in the NLDS? Didn't it work?
Yeah, because they knew that they
don't take the fucking bait is what I would say. Don't 100%. Take the bait. Like the script was written. Don't even consider it. You get hit, and Toddy was just quoted on this. The last thing you do is stare someone down. The last thing you do is take 3 steps to the mound. That's my opinion on it. I mean, you don't have to prove you're tough. You just have to prove you're better, which they're doing on field.
The thing that Mike Schildt has always said is we won't start it, but we will finish it. Don't start nothing. Don't start nothing.
He does say that.
I trust that they won't.
I agree. Let's see here from B. Fick. Thank you for the super chat. He says, no sign of the screaming fan at Oracle tonight. Rest in peace. She'll be remembered when we win the World Series.
There was a couple of fans tonight. You're like, shut up.
I know. You're right. But that's a great point. Thank you, man. It's so funny over 162 what you remember, and I will remember that over the course of this year.
I said it last night. I don't blame the fan. I blame the mics and the field mics and whoever's operating those field mics and the position of the field mics to pick up the fan so clearly behind the home dugout or the home plate. Like, it's just ridiculous, dude. I mean, the Padres have played in a lot of ballparks that are empty this year, and I can't remember a time that they played like in Miami or in Pittsburgh or name another ballpark that has no fans in it, right? To where you clearly are hearing people behind the plate because of where the field mics are. I mean, that is a Oracle Park, Giants, like that's their problem. Like the television side, that is a problem, and it's annoying, especially if the mics are going to be right next to the fans. Like, dude, if you're a fan, I mean, maybe there's things down there that says like, hey, you might be caught on the television broadcast if you say something like explicit or whatever. Like, what if someone down there just doesn't even realize it and they just have a normal conversation and they're just kind of talking a little louder, and you're like, oh, dude, that's going on the broadcast.
It's a great point. I mean, I do think that woman's voice was supremely annoying, and it might have been picked up even if it was a normal field mic situation. But I think her voice, coupled with the mic like sitting in her lap, made it one of the least enjoyable broadcasts you could possibly imagine.
Dude,
thankfully they won the game. Mr. B, thank you for the generous super chat. He says, I disagree that we're peaking too soon. He says, Tatis, Araiza, O'Hearn, and Merrill are barely getting started. We're right on track. Let's keep the wins going. That's an interesting argument. I mean, maybe they have a lot of room for growth. And if they do, Jim, I mean, that's scary. If the Padres have a lot of room for growth still with this team, I mean, that's pretty scary for opponents.
Yeah, they're not peaking to the level of like the Brewers right now, but they are like on the roller coaster on the way up. You know, they've had a better stretch in their season than they're playing right now, which is crazy. They're 13-3 in their last 16. They've had a 14-3 stretch. Like they could match that total tomorrow afternoon, and it wouldn't be the best of their season.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, that's how good they've been. I mean, they've had to put multiple stretches like this together. Again, I think to me also proves that they're capable of getting it done over hopefully a few week period as well in October, but we'll see. Monty, thank you for the super chat. Monty says San Diego needs to stay consistent. Dodgers right now are broken. They're consistent. I mean, 13-3 is beyond consistent. So, yeah, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Jonathan, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the generous super chat. He says, I think we can agree Cease will be gone, as well as Suarez. Do either of you think we re-sign King, Araiza, or O'Hearn? Love the show. Thank you for interacting with the fans like you do. I mean, we're getting ahead, obviously, and hopefully it's after a celebration of some kind. But, I mean, there's a good chance that most, if not all, I mean, the way I would look at it just right now is all of those players are likely gone.
Yeah, I think Suarez is gone. I think Cease is definitely gone. I think King is gone. I think Araiza is gone. I think O'Hearn's gone. Yes. I think all those guys are gone.
I'd be surprised if any of them stayed. So
more the only guy is King, right?
Only one that could stay, you think?
I think the only one that they would try to re-sign would be Michael King.
Yeah, hopefully. I would love to see it. Them keep him or try. But it's not going to be cheap, obviously. But maybe with the money getting freed up, they'll have a lot of money right there getting freed up on screen. So maybe it's a possibility. Martin, appreciate you again. He says lots of ex-Padre coaches, execs leading these top NL teams. Roberts, Burns, Murphy, Green, Hoyer, Flaherty, Bobby Dickerson. Yeah, I mean, there's ex-Padres everywhere. You can thank AJ Pller for that on the player side. There's ex-Padres literally everywhere.
Name from the past.
And then Quan saying Profar was the problem the past 2 years in terms of his reactions in the playoffs for Philadelphia and LA. No, they were reactionary and fiery last year. I kind of liked it. Truthfully, I don't think Jerks and Profar was the problem. I don't think they didn't reach their goals because of Jerks and Profar. I think the team
they don't even get to those spots without Jerks and Profar.
Certainly last year.
In 2022, he was a piece of that team in 2022. He might not have had a great season like he did last year with the Padres, but go back and look at that season and how, I mean, Jerks and Profar played a big role in that team.
Yep. No, I agree. Yeah, you can't fault Profar. I mean, I can fault him for testing positive for PDs this year.
But in a Padres uniform, who cares?
Yeah, he's played his best baseball in a Padres uniform. So, you know, yeah, I don't fault Profar at all. I think Profar is a big reason why the Padres have won this decade. And yes, Deadbeat Sports Dad, this stream is still going after 1 hour and 20 minutes that the Padres and Dodgers are now even in the NL West. We do want to remind you about our partners at Underdog. Take advantage of this great offer right now. Click the link in the description down below and use our promo code PODSWRAP. That is PADSWRAP. That's right. The promo code is PADSWRAP. You're going to get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 and a free gimme pick. What does a free gimme pick look like? Looks like higher or lower than a half total point for a WNBA player, or higher or lower than a half total plate appearance for a Padres hitter, for example. But it's so simple and easy. You just choose higher or lower, and that's how you can win. You can play across all sports. So you could take Nick Pivetta. You could take Tina Charles. You could go back to Major League Baseball. You could take Seth Lugo, right? You could take Bobby Witt Jr. You could take James Wood. You can do whatever you want. And a $10 wager in that scenario can pay $1,669. Pretty nice. And you can flex it, which means you don't even have to get all of them right, and you can still win big. So if you haven't played, there's no better time than now. Football's coming. You can play with Major League Baseball across all sports. Use the promo code PODSWRAP. Get that 50% deposit match up to $1,000 and the free gimme pick. Click the link in the description down below.
Yep, there's a QR code above my head here. Scan it. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Start playing today.
Let's reset for a moment. We're back tomorrow, 2 p.m. on John and Jim. We'll react to Padres Giants in real time. The second that game ends, you have to get it to us. San Diego Sports 760, John and Jim on YouTube, iHeartRadio app. We'll hear from Mike Schill. We'll react. And then we look ahead. I mean, 2 full days of looking ahead to the Dodger series, which doesn't even begin until Friday night at Dodger Stadium. Now, there's a very good chance we're back here tomorrow night, Jim. We have to still figure that out.
Well, here's the thing. Dodgers play the Angels at night. So if the Padres win tomorrow, they'll have a half game lead for like 6 hours or longer, actually. During our show, definitely, because we start at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Padres game will end, during our show. But if the Dodgers lose tomorrow night, then it's a full game. They win, it's tied.
I think if the Padres win tomorrow, I mean, we're talking on the phone, I think we do a show. Just because at very worst, you're tied and you're looking ahead to the Dodgers series. I mean, I could even advocate for a show either way, but I feel like if the Padres win, people are going to want it. So I don't think, for me, it's contingent on if the Dodgers lose tomorrow night in Anaheim, but we can figure it out tomorrow. Look, there's 800 people here at 11:30 at night.
True.
There's 800 people here at 11:30 at night. I don't care if they play the Giants tomorrow at 6 a.m. There'll be a lot of interest come tomorrow night. If the Padres sweep the Giants, are 14-3 in their last 17 games and heading to Dodger Stadium. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully the Padres win tomorrow, and we'll be with you tomorrow night. Either way, we're back with you Friday night following Padres-Dodgers game 1. Jim's got the watch party for Saturday. Okay, he's committed to the watch party for Saturday. The only way to get there, though, the virtual watch party on the wrap-up show, you have to be a member of this channel. So click join down below. You can watch. He'll be here from the start of the game through the end of the game. So Padres-Dodgers game 2 on Saturday. We never do Saturday shows. Jim's wife is out of town. He's doing the Saturday show. And then we're back Sunday night to wrap up the Dodgers-Padres series as well right here on the wrap-up show. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Year-round content for Padres fans. Smash that like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. And support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, our friends at Lucky Box and Humboldt Casino, our friends at SeatGeek and Underdog Fantasy as well. What a time to be a Padre fan. Really is. As they beat the Giants tonight 5-1, they turn to Nick Pivetta in the series finale. They will try to sweep this series tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon at 12:45. We'll react to it on John and Jim. We'll react to it all season long on the wrap-up show. Padres and Dodgers tied atop the NL West. 42 games to play for Jim. I'm John. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been the wrap-up show.